It will.
What size?
But we're gonna change it at the end. We're gonna change it at the end. Okay, so resume. Put first name, last name, and it's a resume. Make sure everything's capitalized. Then you're gonna insert a table, and you're gonna insert a 3x1 table. 3x1 table. And this first guy, I want you to put cell for your cell phone number, and you're gonna put this guy in here. I am not gonna put in my real cell phone number. So you're going to hit insert, table, and you're going to do a 3x1 table.
Do we put our name on this?
What did I just say out loud like 4 times?
Oh, I was trying to get to it.
Yeah. Okay. Then you're going to insert a table, 3x1 table. Put your cell. And you're going to put best between, and you're going to give hours that are best times for them to contact you. So you're going to do like 3 p.m. And let's say you go to bed at 10 p.m. Do you think some employer is going to be calling you at 10 p.m.? No, nobody cares after 6 o'clock, I promise. So even though, yeah, you're available other times, don't put anything outside of normal business hours. Yes? Hey.
I thought people like that.
No. Then put your email address, and I want you to do your student email address. And for this last guy, you're going to put your home address, which I am not going to put my real address on here.
We put all our real stuff, right?
Yeah, you can, or you can do somebody else's if you're not comfortable with that going into some file that I never look at again. Like I grade, and then I'm not going to show up at your house. So in general, it's good practice to go ahead and put your own stuff in there. I could if I wanted to. I would not. I would not spend my spare time going to your house. I promise. I have too many good things to do. Pretty fun.
Oh, you say, whoa.
My house is fun. Okay. Okay. So now you're going to go on down, and we are going to start out with education, because that's what you guys are primarily going to have. So you're going to rank your education based on the highest level of education down to the lowest level. And what's terrible to you all now is that you have spent the majority of your life working towards this high school diploma. And at some point, this is going to be your lowest level of education. So you get any sort of certification after this. You want to be a welder. You want to be, a nurse. You want to be a doctor, whatever. Your high school diploma is going to be your lowest level at some point. You go into any sort of construction, high school diploma is going to be your lowest level because you still have to pass tests for to work in construction. So, but high school diploma, and you guys are graduating from Chucky Doke High School. I'm going to put mine, which is going to be J. Frank White. I went to an academy. The academy. So you're going to put high school diploma, and then you're going to put where you're going to be graduating from.
What do you put?
Bro,
You just put education up there?
You know you're
Yes.
going somewhere good.
Hmm?
You know if you go to academy, you're going somewhere good.
Yeah.
If it's an academy, bro, yeah.
It's pretty good. It was on a college campus, so it was good. So I was able to take a lot of college classes while I was in high school. So now, after this point, you're going to hit this little button. This is for a bullet. And you're going to put the years that you attended. So you guys, what year did you guys start high school? 2019. So you're going to do 2019 to current. That's what you guys are going to put. I'm going to put, well, if you're still in it, you're going to put the year that you started to current.
What do you get for a bullet?
Because they need to know if you're like a 6th year senior.
What do you get for a bullet point?
So you're going to hit this little guy right here. So for me, it's 2009 to 2014, which is going to look like 5 years, but it's not. It's 4 years because it's fall to spring. And I have graduated. Now, what I want you to do is you're going to make something up. I want you to put whatever you want to be. So let's say that you want to be a welder or something like that. You're going to put welder. And then you're going to put some sort of university. So if you're going to be a welder, you'll probably go to Northeast State University or something like that. So I want you to pick what you want to be. So Landon, what is it that you want to be?
Aeronautical engineer.
Aeronautical engineer.
You design.
It's aerospace, aeronautical has to do with airplanes. So you will probably have a bachelor's of science
What do you-
in aeronautical engineering, and then whatever university you're wanting to go to. So let's just say you're probably not going to go anywhere around here. So you really? Okay, so a lot of people will be going here. So University of Tennessee, Knoxville. So UTK.
What do we put?
What do you want to make this not require college agency?
What do you mean?
So you're going to put for your dates for the high school diploma, you're going to put the year that you started, and then you're going to go current. What I want you to do for this guy, and we're just playing pretend, we're looking into the future, is you're going to put the year that you are supposed to graduate. So let's say that you're supposed to graduate in 2023 or whatever. And if you're getting a bachelor's, then that's going to be about 4 years. So whatever. You can do something like that. And if you're not going to, if you're going to get any sort of certification, if you're going to do any sort of test. So what is it that you're wanting to go into? You just pick something. If nursing, then that'll be a bachelor's of science in nursing.
What if I don't want to, what if I don't want to like have a bachelor's, I want to have like a higher one? I just put the other one.
Okay. So for me, for example, this is what mine looks like. So I have a bachelor's of arts in English, and I have a legal concentration. So I'm going to put Lincoln Memorial University. And I'm going to put the dates. So I was 2014 through I graduated in 2018. Yep. Then I also have a bachelor's of science in mathematics, which is going to be from, again, 2014 to 2018. Now I'm getting my master's degree. So I'm getting my master's of art in teaching, and that is going to be through Tusculum University. And I'm going to put those dates, which is 2020 through current. I'll put Lincoln Memorial University here. So what is it that you're wanting to do, Wes?
I wanted to get mechanical engineering and then like business and management.
Okay, so what you are looking for is going to be, you are looking at a bachelor's of science in mechanical engineering, and you're going to put some faux university here and some dates. And since master's is higher than your bachelor's, and you're going to put master's, so what, like MBA, Master's of Business Administration, I will tell you, do not get an MBA. Do not get an MBA. Administration. Just because at this point they're becoming so popular that if you have a master's, most people have most people have an MBA. So it's becoming, the market's flooded. So just personal, but it's good that you have the forethought to plan both of these things out.
Yeah,
And you're going to put whatever university you're at.
like say that like if I was to be like the NBA, like I wanted to retire at like a certain age, I'd want to like still be around.
Mhm.
How Tim Duncan is, he owns the Spurs basically.
Uh-huh.
How Chris Bosh,
You're going to have to come to school a lot more regularly if you want to do all of these things. I think it's great, but you're going to have to start now because they look now. What did you say, Kaden? And that's okay. You don't have to. I will say that at some point you are going to have to get some sort of certification or pass some sort of test. So like if you even want to be like a construction worker, put construction management, whatever. And then it'll be like a certification. And then for that, if you do some sort of certification, you just put the year that you got it.
Oh.
So that's only like, you'll still have to pass some sort of test. No matter what on your resume after high school, you'll have something after your high school diploma. Whatever job you get, you're gonna have to take some sort of test. Unless you do some sort of like minimum wage job, like you stay within. And that's only like if you're, let's say that you're the cashier at McDonald's or something like that. If you do anything else, if you become the assistant manager, you have to take a test for that. Put that on your resume. If you do anything other than the very lowest level of something for your entire life, you're going to put something else. Okay, so we've got all those things. Now what you're going to do, yes, you're going to put the little, the dates in a little bullet though, like this.
My computer's trying to correct Chucky Doug to chuck her out.
Chuck her out. Chuck her out.
If you
Out
could,
of here.
Add the dictionary, or like check it over your dictionary.
Chuck her out. That's fantastic. Okay,
I'm trying to change the Chucky over.
so you've got construction, blah, blah, blah. Got all of your education. And then you're going to put, yes, are you just stretching? This is the worst game. I hate that. Okay, then you're going to put work experience, work experience. All right. So I heard you getting really excited. So Bailey, what kind of work experience do you have?
None.
Fast food, baby.
Yeah. What did you do whenever you were in fast food?
Everything.
So what was your job title? What were you hired under? Cashier, retail associate.
Pow.
So you were probably like a cashier because every job has a job title. Okay. Every job has a job title. And if you want a little pro tip, if you look up your job title and your job description online, it's legally required that they have a job description. And so if you look up online and it says, lists out your job description as like sweeping, cleaning, blah, blah, blah. And then they ask you to count the till. You're like, well, that's not in my job description, sweetie. And so you don't have to do it. They legally can't make you. Yeah, actually. Huh? Looking good so far. Yep. Make sure to put some sort of date. And since you'll be at an academy, that'll probably be within like 6 months or 4 months or something like that. You can just put the year that you graduated. So let's say that work experience is as a cashier. So where did you work? You said PALS. So let's say we worked at PALS, and we worked at PALS from, when did you work at PALS?
I started there in
Can we put like a number of months?
May. I quit in August.
May of 2020 to August of 2020. What were you saying, Bryson?
I was about to say, can we just put the number of months?
No. They're going to want to be able to see a timeline. And the thing is, so the really sticky part about my resume is that last year I had 4 different jobs.
Ooh.
You know that's bad. That's not good. It's not good. Now, okay, so I will say that one job I had concurrently the entire time. So I worked at David's Bridal all of last year. But I worked at a doctor's office as a receptionist, and I hated my life, and it was the worst job I've ever had. And so I left. I went back to being a preschool teacher. And then I went, oh shoot, so I actually have 5. And so I was a preschool teacher. I went back to 911 and did some admin stuff for them, all while I still work at David's Bridal. And then I worked here. So actually I have 5 W-2s that I have to file this year, which is awful, which is not good. It doesn't look good on my job history at all. Yes.
Do like through the current, like if we're still doing it.
Yes, absolutely. And so, Bryson, what job do you have?
You mean which ones do I have or I have right now?
What do you have right now?
I don't know what it is classified.
What do you do?
Construction, yeah.
Construction? Where do you work at?
Dove Construction.
I'm going for my interview.
Kevin Dove's
It's
like-
in 2 days.
Oh, really?
I didn't tell you about it.
So if
Then
you
you're
want
gonna
them chicken,
put-
Just let me know.
Put it to current. So for work experience, you're going to put the most current thing all the way back to your oldest thing. On your resumes, you're always going to go back 5 years. I will say, if you work for a family business, okay, So let's say that you were a construction worker for your dad, like you hung out with your dad and you worked with your dad. Still put construction worker, bless you. And honestly, make up something. Put it on your resume because it is work. Even though it's a family business, it is work. And if they ask you to elaborate on it, that's whenever you do it. But ultimately, 9 times out of 10, they're going to glance at your resume and they're just wanting to see how many jobs have you had? How much of a steady employee have you had?
I mean, I'm excited.
Okay. But if you do, then definitely put that on your resume somewhere, especially as a person that's outside of high school and you're not going to have a lot of job experience to be able to claim. So definitely do that. Last thing you're going to do is you're going to put skills. Skills. What skills do you have as a high school student?
I can levitate.
Okay. What else? That's a load of crap. Okay.
Being able to submit by 11:59.
So why don't you say time management?
Yeah.
That's a great way of saying that, saying I can turn things in by 11:59. Time management, that's actually a really good one.
Wait,
What else?
you being on time?
Oh my God, you're the first person to say that. Who's told you to say that?
I've used Office since I was like 5. So.
Yeah, has anyone given you the pro tip to put that on there
My
though?
mom.
Good, your mom knows what's up. You guys can all put on all of your resumes that you can use Microsoft Office. And especially if you can use Excel, even if you barely know how to use Excel, put Excel on there. I don't know why, but they love, well, employers love Excel. I'm telling you that. They love Excel.
As a high school student, I think holding yourself together is just good.
Holding yourself together. So why don't we morph this? Holding yourself together in stressful situations, holding yourself together in front of people. How about customer service?
Yeah.
Customer service.
Mm. I'm at the-
And something that you don't think about as being a skill, but actually things that employers look for is if you have experience being a cashier. They actually do. That's actually helpful. Whenever I got my first job, they were surprised that I didn't have experience as a cashier. They didn't like that. So I was surprised. So if you have experience as a cashier, that's good.
Good work ethic for you.
Good work ethic. So you need to elaborate on that. Good work ethic is a very, so it's general, but it's not, like these things are general too, right? So how do I explain that this is more helpful than the other? I would say that you probably have, you would be a like disciplined employee. They like the word discipline. So it makes you sound like you're put together.
I don't want to like
Organized. Now, something else, especially if you have like a family business, you need to ask your mom and dad about bookkeeping. If you can have any experience in bookkeeping, stops everything. Like you are the one. Yep.
Is bookkeeping like filing stuff?
It's more like being able to keep track of like finances and stuff like that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that.
Yes, any sort of bookkeeping or accounting. Now, the only thing is do not put this on here if you don't know how to do it, okay? Because they're going to ask and that's what they're going to want. So I'm telling you now that if you're in a position where you can learn these things, do it because it'll help you a lot getting a job. But if you don't know how to do it, do not put it on your resume because they're going to ask. Not because of personal experience, but my best friend did that. And she was like, oh my God, they actually asked me. It's like, don't lie. Okay, cool. So we've got all of this nonsense. Now what I'm going to do is you're going to highlight all of these things, or you're going to hit, watch me, this top right-hand thing and hit select all. You'll get all of them. You can do that too. I want you to go down and make this font size 12. And I want you to change this font to Times New Roman. Yes, sir.
Where do we hit select all?
So in the top right-hand corner right here, you can hit select all. So you're doing it through a web browser, which is kind of weird, but you can just highlight all of these.
And what kind of font?
And so you're going to do Times New Roman, Times New Roman, and font size of 12. You guys need to get used to Times New Roman because that is like the millennial way of saying I'm a professional and know what I'm doing. You all are going to be working for millennials. Sorry, I'm just not crapping me.
Oh,
You guys are all going to be working for millennials.
I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Everything's gone.
What?
Okay, see the arrows right, okay, see the arrows right there?
Wait, what? Yeah, you're going to have to hit back. Please hit back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Woo! Then you're going to take your headers, okay? Your headers, like this one, Gina Jesse's resume. I'm going to increase this to 16-point font. And I'm going to do that for all my headers. So education is also a header, so 16-point font. Work experience is also a header, 16-point font. Skills, also a header, 16-point font. So you should have something that looks like this. Then for your headers, I also want you to center them. So if you don't know how to center something, look up. This is paragraph. Paragraph, you're going to hit this one right here. It's going to shift your text to the middle. You're going to do that for all of them. So I'm going to highlight this header and I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to go to paragraph and center that thing. Then I'm going to highlight this one and I'm going to center it. Yes. That's going to be size 16. So this is going to be size 16 font and you're going to center it. Size 16. Now you're also going to go through all of your headers and you're going to underline them. If you don't know how to underline, look up. You're going to hit this little U in the top right-hand corner or top left-hand corner, I'm sorry. Or you're going to highlight it and then you're going to hit Control U and that will underline it. So you go like this, you highlight it and you hit Control U. You put those things together. Highlight it, Control U.
We show us how to center it again.
And so if you center it, you're going to highlight it and you're going to click this little guy right here in paragraph.
Looks different than yours does. I can't tell which one that is.
What the heck? My dude, you've had this plugged up the entire time and I didn't turn it on. I'm so sorry. Nope. That's all we've been doing it on Microsoft Word. Not an online platform. So that's that guy. Lastly, I want you to save it. And you're going to save it as this, okay? So it's very important. You're going to put your last name. So my last name is Jesse. Jesse. I'm going to put 2021. And I'm going to put resume. So you're going to put your last name. You're going to put the year that you've made this resume, the year that you put this guy together. And then you're going to put the word resume. Yep.
Where do we put this on?
And OneDrive, Grant
It doesn't matter. OneDrive. Yeah. Resume. So you're going to put your last name, the year that you made your resume, so 2021, and then resume. And you're going to save that bad boy and you're going to upload it to Canvas. You're going to upload it by going here.
It's saving this, Grant.
No.
I think mine, sir.
Google Docs faster.
It's red now, bro.
That's okay. I'm just at least going to show you the platform that millennials are using. So you are going to go here to resume. And from your perspective, it should look like this. Let me try it.
And submit it.
And you're going to submit it. Yep.
Miss Grant, I know where you're from.
Cool. So you're going to hit resume and you're going to hit submit assignment and you're going to upload it as a file.
Is there 0 points?
still stuck on.
Huh? No.
Say that's the-
I looked up your high school and the location.
Yep.
I told you